Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking all things side hustle and how I was able to make $45,000 side hustling last year. If you enter the financial space, one thing you're going to hear a lot is that you should be side hustling. I am a side hustle advocate basically because I know how much it can change your journey. I made $45,000 side hustling last year. It's making money outside of your 9 to 5. So if you work 9 to 5 and then you work from 6 to 10, that 6 to 10, it will be considered side hustle money. There are a variety of ways that you can make side hustle money. I think sometimes people think they got to do something totally new, and it's like, no, you don't. As long as it's out of your 9 to 5, it is considered side hustle. So if you work 9 to 5 in the hospital and they have overtime and they're like, okay, do you want to work an extra 2 days from 6 to 11, and you do that, that is considered side hustle money. It is considered extra money. So when we side hustle, there are so many different jobs you can do. I wrote a side hustle guide about different ways you can side hustle, and I kind of coined the terms in a way that made sense for me. So you have your drug dealer side hustle, which is those quick side hustles. So you do you sell the product, you get the cash. You do the job, you get the cash right away. And those side hustles include things that you would need, like your car. So you'll do DoorDash, Instacart, Uber Eats, Amazon Flex, Shipt. All of these places, after you do the job, most of the times they will pay you within like that hour of doing the job, where you can like cash out right away. I also have my corner boy side hustles, and those are the ones where you can't really like leave the house so often because you may not have a car. So those are like reselling, Facebook Market, tutoring, virtual assistant, those things where you don't necessarily have to have a car, but you do have to do some work. And then we have our passive OG hustles. And those passive OG hustles are things that, you did the work up front, or you did most of the work up front, so it doesn't require a lot of labor after. So those are like your digital products, your courses. Turo is another one. Any kind of thing where once you put it out and let it go, it can sell itself, and most of the work is done itself, will be an OG side hustle. I have made my way through every single one of these side hustles, and they have all been interesting. And how I was able to secure $45,000 last year was literally me doing multiple hustles. So although my 9 to 5 or 8 to 3 is, I'm a special education teacher, I took the skills from my regular 9 to 5, which is being a teacher. I used those skills to get a second job as an ABA therapist, meaning I just go into the homes of children who have autism, and I work with them one-on-one on, ADL skills, which is activities of daily living. I may do like some educational and academic skills as well. That was one side hustle. A lot of my money also came from Instacart. I made $4,000 in a month. That's when I was really hustling, and the prices were crazy because of the pandemic. And also I made about $15,000 passively selling a side hustle guide that I created based on all the side hustles I've done, because a lot of people on Instagram know me as a side hustle queen or whatever, like the girl who goes out and is gonna try a job and I'm gonna tell you about it. So I have made a side hustle guide, and I really made that guide on Canva. Canva is gonna be like your place for you to make like your presentations, your guides, your little short like ebooks. That's the place you want to go to make those things. So I did that, and once I put it out there, it did like really well. I also sold beyond budgeting tote bags, because someone was like, that needs to be on a shirt, or that needs to be on a tote bag. So I ended up doing that also. So when you go out and side hustle, first understand that you do not have to reinvent the wheel, right? You don't have to do anything crazy. But I will say that side hustling allowed me to speed up my 5-year debt-free journey down by 2 years. Like that money really paid off, and you will see that, there are gonna be some side hustles that you don't like to do. Totally fine. DoorDash, although I put DoorDash in my side hustle guide, I don't like doing DoorDash. DoorDash is not something that I want to do ever again. I will do Instacart, Amazon Flex, Shipt. I'll resell things on, Amazon FBA, do drop shipping. All of these things are different side hustles you can do, and it's going to be about what you want. And what works for you. So if you have children, sometimes going out and doing those, delivery side hustles may not work for you. Who gonna watch your kids? If you don't have anybody watch your kids, you have to do something a little different. Maybe you could be a virtual assistant, or you can tutor. VIP Kids is a place where you tutor Chinese or Asian children and teach them English, right? So like there's so many different ways that you can make money, and don't sleep on the endless possibilities of what is out there. I tell people all the time, DoorDash, Uber Eats, Amazon are all billion-dollar businesses, right? And they're literally just the middleman. They're connecting the customer to the contractor, and you're the contractor, and that is all they're doing. So when you think about side hustling, think about what you want to do, what works best for your schedule, and how you're going to be going about it. Gas ain't cheap. We don't have time to be out here like doing the most for a little bit of coins. So use your discretion on, orders that you take. And I always tell people one major tip is to have on multiple apps at the same time. You don't want to just be working on one app. So if you have DoorDash on, also have Uber Eats on, right? If you're doing Instacart, also have Shipt on, right? Because orders are going to come in, and then you can decide based on those orders which one you want to take. Sometimes you'll have a DoorDash order that's $5, and then you get another order 2 seconds later that's Uber Eats that's going to give you $8 or $10. You're going to want to take that $8 to $10 rather than that $5. So one of my pro tips is to make sure that you have both multiple apps running at one time. Another tip is make sure you have snacks in your car. We get hungry, right? If you're in a zone, you realize as quickly as you're making money, you're probably going to spend it because you're not eating properly or you don't have the snacks in your car. Make sure that when you are doing these delivery hustles that you have snacks to eat. It's literally going to make your trip easier. You can have healthier options in your car, but make sure you have that, because at one point I was doing Instacart, but I was also buying like all these new things that I was having to buy for other people, and it kind of ate at my money until I realized, okay, I gotta slow this down. Like, use your knowledge and monetize that knowledge that you have. People are like, oh, I'm a nurse, what can I do? Well, you passed the nursing exam, what I think it's like the NCLEX, whatever it's called, you passed it, right? So like, what did you do to pass it? You could literally write a guide or do a small course on what you did to pass it. Or you can, if you're really good at test taking, you can help people study for the test. That can be like a one-on-one that you can charge to help people study for the test. There are so many ways to make money that sometimes it kind of just takes a little bit of the wheels turning so that you realize what you could do. But when I realized passive money is actually passive, it was over. Like, I was like, this is it. This is the way to do it. I have a passion in finance. I have the passion in special education, and I'm literally side hustling in both those fields. So I challenge you to take this time to think of a side hustle that you want to do that can make you money. All skills can be monetized. If you are an assistant, you can become a virtual assistant. A virtual assistant make bank. If you are a hairdresser, you can have a master class on maybe your braiding techniques or your lace techniques, or create a product that you use specifically for braiding that makes your braids flawless, right? If you are a teacher, you can take your lesson plans, put those on Teachers Pay Teachers, or put your crafts, your activities on Teachers Pay Teachers, and have other people buy your lesson plans. We don't want to do we do not want to create new things if we do not have to. If I can pay $2 to $3 to save me an hour worth of my time, I'm gonna do it. And that is what Teachers Pay Teacher does. It allows you to pay to save time. People are willing to pay for convenience. People are willing to pay for knowledge. Why not monetize off that alone? So think of a side hustle that you would like to do, or ways in which you can make money, and legit go out and make money. Like, people are making money from this.